wants you.
Can I have my burrito? It's getting cold.
I saw you looking at it. Like, this girl's never gonna shut up. He's attached to the wire.
Maybe that's why this.
Look, he's stopping his time. Oh my gosh.
Start this thing.
So marriage advice while having 2 kids, how to keep it spicy. Don't be doing that. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel.
What?
He's attached to the wire.
Maybe that's why this.
Look, he's stopping. His tire's all jacked up right now.
Man.
Dang.
He has no idea what just happened.
I know. He's like trying to go, but it's stuck. That thing is probably stuck in his tire.
Yeah, it wrapped around the axle.
Oh man.
So he's just dragging
Wild.
Why are you looking at this guy to see if he's looking at you?
I wasn't. I don't know why I was looking.
He was
that
staring
way.
straight at you, and you just went.
He was staring at me.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then why can't I look back at him? Okay. Anyway, where are we at right now? Greensburg. We're in Greensburg. So, if you don't follow me over on TikTok or Instagram, you wouldn't know, but we are on our way to go pick up our new vehicle. So, we thought it would be fun to vlog. Our friends Jackie and Kevin are watching our girls right now so that we could just go and get the car and kind of make like a little date day out of it. So we're
expensive date day.
Expensive day. Why we're getting Taco Bell.
Right.
I got a budget.
And your Starbucks got paid for.
Yeah, I did, but
we paid for the person behind us.
Yeah, but it was cheaper than mine. Yeah, we got Starbucks and the person in front of us paid for it. And then obviously we paid it forward. But anyway, we are driving to Louisville, Kentucky right now to pick up the vehicle. This has been a long time coming. We've been looking for a new car for months now.
Don't say we.
Okay, it's not my fault.
John has been looking for a car.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like it's taken that long because of me. No, yeah, he's been doing all the research. I just literally left it all in his hands, and I'm just the yes and no man.
No comment. Let's just say we went from a Blazer to a minivan to an Explorer to a CRV.
So we're gonna go get our vehicle. We've been looking at one. Basically, it just came down to we decided what we wanted, but I wanted white, and we could only find like black everywhere, and the whites, I guess it's just like very sought after, and they weren't like making new ones. So
can I have my burrito? It's getting cold.
I saw you looking at it. Like, this girl's never gonna shut up. So we got Taco Bell. Do a little mukbang. I don't know.
You'll fill the potatoes.
Oh, well then the potatoes are mine.
No, I said you'll fill the potatoes.
I know, the potatoes are mine.
I know. Can you fill the potatoes?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well.
That's what I was saying. I felt little bumps.
You better stop yelling at me.
Nobody's yelling.
We'll be walking home.
Okay. I'll be driving my new car home.
No.
What'd you get? Tell them what you got. Show it to them.
A burrito with egg and sausage and cheese.
And I got the same thing, but instead of the sausage, I got the Fiesta potato.
Can I get a mild?
I keep telling him that he should start making content with me, and he's not about it, but you should leave a comment and let him know you're not good at it. Oh my goodness. You make content for church all the time.
That's different.
No, it's not. He's always talking to me about, babe, we gotta figure out what we're doing with your social media stuff and how we're like what we can do to up level it. And I'm like, yeah, you make content with me. That's how we can up level it. People love to watch couples and family type stuff. Like, we're not gonna obviously have our like girls on here a whole bunch just because of weird stuff that goes on, but weird people out in the world.
Yeah, not weird stuff that goes on with us.
I know, that's why I was like, I have to rephrase that. I meant like weirdos on the internet. Yeah, not weird stuff at home, obviously. Yeah, we just couldn't find the white anywhere with the, it was a certain color interior and everything. And
lo and behold, Mary found it.
Oh yeah, my mom found it. They were at our house, my mom and my dad, and we were talking about it, and we found one, but it was like super overpriced. And we drive a Chevy Suburban. That's what we're trading it in. And they were
gonna miss it.
Oh, miss the vehicle. I know. We will miss it, but this is way better. So, yeah, they
about better.
Yes, it is better. It has way more fancy stuff in it.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the gas mileage. That's the only thing. That's the only reason we're getting rid of Black Beauty here.
If you can't see, he's caressing the steering wheel.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss it. But we'll have another one.
We love this. Okay, I just had to finish that taco because I didn't want to eat it on here. But this is what I got from Starbucks. It's really good. It's a venti cold brew with vanilla sweet cream cold foam, 2 pumps of brown sugar syrup, and a light oat milk, and then cinnamon powder on top. It was really, really good. But we're vlogging today, and after we get the car and stuff, and after we eat lunch, we're gonna do a Q&A on here because I asked you guys over on TikTok and Instagram to ask us questions to answer, because we did a Q&A. I remember the last time we did it, we were driving to Van Wert, or maybe it wasn't Van Wert, but it was, we were going to a Thanksgiving, and I was pregnant with Everly, I'm pretty sure. So it was like almost 3 years ago, which is crazy. So we haven't done one in forever, so I asked you guys to ask me questions about like anything marriage related, weight loss, business, social media, faith, all that stuff. So I have like a list of questions that I'm going to do a Q&A with him, so stay tuned later on in the video. We're just going to be vlogging our day, so I don't know what all is going to be on here, but once we get to the vehicle place, we will show you guys what we're getting. But if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you turn on post notification bell so that you get notified every time that I upload. I typically upload every Friday. I will keep you guys updated when we get closer to the vehicle.
You were my best friend, didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space, so brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do.
Alright, we are at the dealership. We just gave her our like license. We're about to go test drive the car and see it in person.
There it is.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, that's so good.
Very nice. I'll see you when you come back.
Thank you.
You don't have to park it back here. You park it somewhere more
Front-ish.
convenient.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I driving it? Okay.
Don't have any questions before I walk by?
I think we're good. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Start this thing.
This is it. It's a 2021 Toyota Highlander Platinum, white with caramel interior.
Glazed caramel interior.
Glazed caramel,
Get it
like
right.
a donut. Wow. So we're gonna test drive it, obviously, before we buy it.
Oh, it's cold.
Cold air. And you got the heater on. Oh my goodness. That's what the back looks like.
I gotta walk it like it. Walk.
I'm gonna get copyrighted. Hold on. Turn it down. So, he's letting me test drive it. I'm about to freak out driving this.
What the heck?
It's too fancy. There's a sign.
Oh, I was like,
I know. I was like, something's wrong with it. Yeah, so this, like,
it's like a normal.
it's, yeah, like you can use it as a normal mirror, but then you can also look, and it's like a screen.
Phone charger.
Yeah, if you put your phone here, it'll start charging it.
What's that? Maybe that's the clips for the top.
Maybe.
Take those off. This also had grandpa walk boards on it. We're gonna have to get those taken off.
What is that?
Like the walk boards, like where you can step the step. See the walk boards?
I can't see, but I kind of know. I think I know what you're talking about. Oh.
We'll have to get those taken off. I ain't about that life.
You don't need a little step up.
Nah.
That's the back. Well.
On the run from my given disaster. Speed away from the holy mind. Pride. That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back.
Do a little tour. We just officially signed all the papers. 2021 Toyota Highlander. John's setting up the CarPlay inside right now. It's super windy. Alright guys. This is the best angle I can get. But we wanted to do, oh my goodness, it just came off. Okay, I think I got it. But anyway, we picked up the girls and then we met with our friends Jackie and Kevin who were watching them and had some dinner. So it's almost 7 o'clock now. We're on our way home. We're actually on our way to my parents' house to show them our car and everything. So I wanted to finish off the vlog with our little Q&A. So I've got some questions here. I'm filming on my phone, so I just had to screenshot all the questions from Instagram and send them to my husband's phone. So that's why I'm on his phone. Okay, we'll just go one by one. So first question, any more babies? That's always the biggest question. Hayden's about to be making faces this whole time. Any more babies? All right, thanks for watching. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Hayden, are we having any more babies?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing it's not her decision.
Everly gave us a run for our money, guys. Really, we're not in a rush to have another one at all.
We're very satisfied with.
We're very satisfied with our 2 girls, and we can see our family being complete.
Sit down, please.
But I think realistically, we will, in a few years, change our mind and maybe want one more. But yeah, because when we were actually looking for vehicles, we were literally so close to buying a GMC Terrain Denali, and it's just a 2-row, not a 3-row, because we were going to downsize all the way to a 2-row. And last minute we were like, let's think realistically, will we have another kid? So I think we'll probably have one more maybe in a couple years, but not anytime soon. If it does happen, just know we're not trying. But if we get blessed with one, we'll be happy either way. How did we meet? I guess you can answer some of these questions. How did we meet?
We met at church.
Why are you gonna talk a little shy?
I'm not talking shy. I just answered the question. We met at church. I started coming to church and she was there. Couldn't keep her away from me.
So now we're lying. All right. Why did you decide to get rid of the Suburban?
Reason number 1 is gas prices. We were paying, it's $125 to fill up the Suburban, and that was weekly on top of the payment. So we could, yeah, that was reason number 1. Reason number 2 is we pretty much got all our money back in what we for what we paid for it a year and a half ago.
We traded in and at the price exactly. Like we didn't lose any money on it or whatever.
Yeah. So this gets get better gas mileage and a little bit more fancier, and
it's a lot more fancier. Like I didn't go into any detail of like what this car does compared to like the Suburban. So I used to drive a Ford Explorer before the Suburban, and with the Ford Explorer I had the heated steering wheel, I had the keyless entry, the push to stop. The push to start.
Oh, I didn't know what it does.
We should have filmed this before we had our kids back, but couldn't do It had
heated and cooling seats, sunroof, all that good stuff.
Yeah, it was a 2013 Ford Explorer. I loved it. We ended up trading it in and got the Suburban, and then in the Suburban, it's super nice, but it didn't have keyless entry. It didn't have push to start. It didn't have a heated steering wheel. It didn't have any sunroof, right? It didn't have sunroof. It didn't have...
It was still nice. I mean,
it was a very nice vehicle. It didn't have I lost all those like cool features inside the car or whatever, which was fine.
Just gas prices pretty much pushed us over the edge.
Yeah, gas prices got just insane, and we were just like, you know what, we really do not need this ginormous monster of a vehicle. Like, we also, just don't.
We thought we were gonna have another kid. You know, you would be pregnant by now. So
yeah, that's true. So this vehicle, it has, it's a 2021 Toyota Highlander Platinum, and it's white with the glazed caramel interior, and it has the push to start. It has, it has so many things.
It has everything but DVD players in the back headrest.
Yeah.
That's the only thing it doesn't have.
Yeah, so it's the sunroofs, the push to start, heated steering wheel, heated and cooling seats, Apple CarPlay, head-up display, lane assist. There's just a bunch of stuff that it has. So we got back the fancy features basically in a smaller car, but it's still a 3-row and all that.
It's supposed to get 21 in town and 29 on the highway, so
yeah,
that's a lot better than our 13 we were getting.
Yeah, it's like almost double better in gas mileage. So yeah, we just thought overall it was going to be a better vehicle, and the plan is for me to be driving this until it breaks down, and so for years and years and years to come, this will be my vehicle now. We're hoping it treats us good, and we're excited about it. But that's why we traded in the Suburban. Do you get your eyebrows microbladed? No.
Yes, I do.
No, I don't. I've looked into it, not like seriously, but just like I learned a little bit about it. But I don't think it's anything I would ever really do. I mean, it seems like a really smart thing for people, but they're really expensive, and I don't know. No, I don't have mine microbladed. Somebody asked, how do you know your daily calorie deficit, or how do you know what your daily calorie intake is? Oh, so I track my calories on my MyFitnessPal. It's an app, so if I eat something and it has like if it's like a bag of chips, let's say, I will scan the barcode and it'll enter in to MyFitnessPal. And then if it's something that like I'm making, like recipe wise, or like eating some fruit, I will weigh it on my food scale and then enter in the grams, and it'll tell me how many calories it is. So that's how I do that. How did you figure out your calories for your deficit? So all you do is just look up a TDEE calculator online. There's literally tons. Do you track all veggies? I feel like it's so tedious to track stuff like peppers. I totally understand this, because that was one of my biggest things. I used to do Weight Watchers, and I switched to calorie counting, and that was like one of the biggest things I was like super like not looking forward to, because on Weight Watchers, fruit and veggies are 0, so you never have to track them. And I love that, because it's like, you know, if I go to the fridge and grab a few grapes, I just want to grab them and eat them. I don't want to have to get my food scale out and weigh them, and it's just annoying. But honestly, it takes a few seconds to literally do that, and it's worth it to know that I'm getting the actual amount of food that I should be eating. Because if you're putting in that much amount of work to try to lose weight, why would you waste it on not tracking it correctly? Because if you're not tracking it correctly, then most times you're not gonna actually get results like you're wanting to get. So it's like, I just had to tell myself that it was worth it to track that type of stuff, and it only takes a few seconds to just do it. And then once you lose the weight, you'll be so happy you did, and you'll be doing it a lot quicker than if you didn't track those things, because you wouldn't be as accurate. So that's kind of what I had to tell myself. Okay, this person said, my relationship slash marriage is nearly 12 years is falling apart. We are giving it one last chance by finding God. What do you recommend we try doing or reading? You want to handle that one?
Yeah, I would say, a really good book we're reading right now would be, you think that?
Yeah.
The 5 Love Languages. I don't know if you've read that before.
That's a really good book.
We're reading it for the second time, and we're only 4 years in. People's love languages are very important, and we're definitely learning that now, how much more important it is, and that our love language can change just in a short 4 years.
Well, I will say the first time we read it, we didn't really read it.
We read it, we just didn't care.
We skimmed through it, and we didn't really grasp like how important the love languages were. So I still had the book. It was from our premarital counseling. So I saw the book, and I was like, we should read this. So or read it again.
Another thing would be just, you know, if you said you were gonna rely on God, put Him first over your husband, or he should put God over you. He should be the number one, and then everything falls in line after that. You know, I really think take time to read the 5 love languages together. I think that could really change your marriage drastically.
Yeah, and praying together.
Yeah, praying and communicating. Yeah. You know, we're not the best at praying together, but there's a huge difference. Your marriage is completely different whenever you pray together. I think I heard a guy say some statistics about it. Married couples that pray together and don't, and it's like 90% stay married if they pray together. So definitely, even if you start out doing it 1 time a week, that's better than 9 times a week. So
yeah, I think the best thing you're doing is finding God or the fact that you're trying to find God to help your marriage is huge, because if God is the center of your marriage, that's going to help your marriage succeed 1,000% more than if you didn't have God in the marriage at all. So
marriage didn't happen to fail, you know. You didn't get married because for it to fail. God wants it to work out, so just keep Him first. Reach out to people that give good advice. Don't just take advice from anybody. Take advice from people that are
don't be out there venting to social media, or venting to people who don't have your
people that you really respect and honor, and is the people you need to take advice from. Don't take advice from everybody. You can pour into anybody, but don't take in from just anybody. Is what I do.
Yeah, for sure. Have you worked out consistently since starting your weight loss journey? So I started my weight loss journey after Everly was born. I had to wait till I was like 3 months postpartum because I had a C-section to start working out. So I worked out for a whole month straight. Worked out for a whole month straight. So I worked out for a whole year straight, and like 2 to 4 times a week. I did that for a whole year straight, and then we went to Florida. And then when we got back from Florida, I went to the gym probably for like another month, and then I just kind of like, I was just over it. I stopped doing like Weight Watchers and going to the gym. I ended up gaining about 10 to 15 pounds back. So, and that was like basically during the holiday season. So like from like, I'd say September to till January 1st is when I did not work out at all or do any type of diet at all. But since January, I have consistently been in the gym. So back in the gym, I love it. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Biggest piece of marriage advice. And there's another question. Marriage advice while having 2 kids. How to keep it spicy.
The first one, I would say what you said earlier. Just try to outserve one another and outlove one another.
Oh yeah.
That's big. You know.
You cannot be selfish in a marriage, because the minute you are selfish, resentment builds up, and anger and all these feelings. Like it could be very easily. I could take something simple and be like, oh well, he didn't help me change the diaper yesterday or something like that, and if he needed me to wash his work clothes, I'd be like, well, why would I want to do that? Because he didn't help me out the other day or whatever. Like, it's really easy to get in that type of like mindset, but like that's not what we're called to do. We're supposed to outserve and outlove our spouse. And so like I definitely notice when we get in those, like when we have changed our attitude to outserve and outlove each other, like our marriage is the best it's ever been. So, and like I'm happy to do those things for him. I'm happy to cook a meal for him and to do his laundry and stuff like that. But just keeping God the center of that has a huge impact. So, yeah.
The world has it very confused, but that's how it needs to be.
Yeah, your marriage should be biblically based.
Yeah.
What the Bible says how a marriage should be is.
And no, we're not perfect, so don't think that, but we do.
Yeah,
we are trying to improve every day. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most sacred, special thing ever, and the best thing ever is to be married. Like, that's the best thing you could ever do, is going through life with your best friend. You get to do everything with them. You get to make decisions. You get to grow together and, like, accomplish goals together and make dreams together and all that stuff. But it's something you have to want to work at and fight for every single day.
Yeah.
Like, if you get lazy in your marriage, it
shows.
Yeah. So
how to keep it spicy? Obviously date nights are very important. Just you and him, or I don't know if it was a guy that asked him and her, but date nights are very important. Whether that's your parents take them for 2 hours and you sit on the couch and watch a movie together, whether that's you go out of town, dress up real nice, you both look nice, and go out to a steakhouse or wherever you guys choose to go. That definitely helps our marriage a ton.
Yeah.
The thing we were reading today just says, like, you need to date your spouse. How often are you going to do it? And you need to set dates, like weekly. You're going to do it weekly, monthly. Like,
if you don't set it in advance, sometimes it just will never even happen. So it's like, okay, let's actually put it on the calendar. Like, I know sometimes that seems a little extra, but sometimes you got to put it on the calendar. Or even, like, if you aren't near people who can watch, like, there's some people who are, like, in the military.
They have nobody,
Yeah, and they're, like, states away from anybody to watch their kids. It's like, okay, so when your kids go to bed, you need to set time to, like, phones away.
Right. And you need to have a set time that you put your kids to bed every night, in our opinion. That's the best thing we ever did. When we
go
had
to bed
Hayden,
at the same time.
Yeah, when we had Hayden, she'd go to bed. We'd put her to bed whenever, when it was just her. Well, Everly rocked our world, so we were like, we gotta get them on a schedule, and it's 8:30 every day, every night. You know, once a month, sometimes we'll let them stay up a little bit longer, just cause we're feeling, you know, watching a movie. Right.
Yeah, watching a movie.
Watching a movie together or something like that. But after 8:30, you know, it's our time. That's what I would suggest.
Doing something together also, just
read something or watch. You know, she likes watching Netflix together on Netflix. Excuse me, series. If it's interesting, I'm good with it. But, you know, I'd rather. I don't know.
It usually involves drugs and
smuggling. Drugs.
Smuggling drugs is our favorite on Netflix.
We could be bros, probably.
Or Narcos, or what's the Cartel? That's what I was trying to think of. The Cartel. Okay. I think, and the thing about, like, keeping it spicy, I think, like, what's huge for me is it doesn't just start automatically in the bedroom. Like I don't know. Even if you know it's about to be date night that night, you guys can, like, if he's at work and I'm at work, like, we can flirt through text, or we can, like, if he comes home and I don't know,
compliment each other. That really helps whenever you dress up really nice.
Yeah.
Just make sure you tell each other that, dang, you look sexy today. Something like that, you know. Just something simple.
Keep it fun with your marriage. Like, you're with each other the rest of your life, so keep it fun. Communicate. Let them know what you need from them. Like, you can't just. That was one huge thing that I learned. Like, this is the first year of marriage. Is like, you will never be able to read. You can't read minds. So it's like, if I need something from you, I just have to tell you. It's a lot easier than just being upset about it in my mind. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video, next upload, and we'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.